Hey guys, Braydoz here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. This is my second speed build inside of the Sims 4, and I am loving build mode inside of this game. It is amazing. I love it. This time I am building Orange Hot. Why did I call it Orange Hot? Because it's like red hot, but the house is orange. It's pretty bad, I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I have spent about probably 5-6 hours building and 5-6 hours playing the game just on the first day the game was released, and I am liking it a lot so far, especially build mode. Build mode is excellent. That's the thing I had the most skepticism about, but now it's just gone. All my worries have been quashed. They're gone. Also see here, this is where I discovered the fact that you can sort of curve the roofs using the little ball. It's a lot like Spore actually. How you use that to tilt things in Spore when you create things. It's actually the same sort of tool. It's a little ball that you can use. It's pretty cool actually. You'll see me using it a lot in this house, particularly on all the roofs. Now you'll see earlier I was actually trying to change the height of the walls at the top because I wanted the middle section to be higher than the others, but you can't actually do it. It changes the whole level, not just the particular room that you're doing, which is kind of disappointing, but it's not that bad because I guess I ended up using getting the same look with the roofs anyway. But yeah, so I am really liking Sims 4. I know I've said that before, but I'm thoroughly enjoying the game so far. Let's plays are going well. We have created some Sims. It's going well. Builds will be churning out at a rate of knots because I'm just thoroughly enjoying building. Just in general, it's great. And yeah, that's basically what's going on. But this house, I was not actually trying to build a house when I started. I just thought, hey, I'll build and sort of just mess around with it like I was actually doing before, because I've done about an hour or two of just messing around, trying to use the different tools and figure them out. And that's what I was going to do with this, but then I ended up having an idea that I liked, and I'm so glad that I went with it because I'm really, really proud of this house. My last house was pretty good. It wasn't my best house, obviously, because it's the first house that I ever built in The Sims 4, but I think it was okay. This one, though, I'm really proud of. I think it went really well. I'm not trying to talk myself up or anything, but I'm happy with how it turned out. I do quite like it. So yeah, this house is a full-on family house. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, or 1.5 bathroom, 2-bedroom? Well, the ensuite's kind of big, so I'd say a 2-bedroom house. So you got your master bedroom with the ensuite, and then 2 other large bedrooms with a family bathroom on the second level, and then you've got lots of open plan living down the bottom, including a big bar area. The kitchen in this house I am particularly proud of. It is probably my favourite kitchen that I've ever done in any build, regardless of the game. It's amazing. I'm not trying to talk myself up or anything, but it's pretty good, to be honest. You know, Sims 4 gives you some amazing tools, especially with the kitchens. Like, it's just awesome. You'll see here I'm going through and changing all the colours of the windows because some were red and white, others were brown and white, others had green in them. It just looked silly, so I decided to change it to something that matched, and it went pretty well in the end. So this is the inside of the house. It's a very large house. I did a good job of space management this time, unlike last time where I just wasted a lot of space. The kitchen is huge and beautiful. Obviously, it's got an orange theme. I guess the bottom part of the house, the entire lower level, is very orange themed. So it's got a very industrial feel as well. So you've got your concrete floors and sort of modern wood walls and stuff like that. And then I soften it up with some nice colours and bring the colours in with the furniture and accessories and stuff like that. If you don't like orange, you won't like this house because it's very orange. Like, not excessively orange, but it's pretty orange. But I like orange. I mean, it's my favourite colour. You learned something new about me there, so there you go. Yeah, this is the second floor, just doing the floor plan for it now. There's you can see the little triangles on the corner there. That's the same as the Sims 3. Unlike Sims 3, you can't get rid of them simply by clicking and redoing, so that's kind of disappointing. But I mean, you don't get the little triangles floating in the air; they're just sort of there, which is good. So I appreciate that. This is the little foyer area. It's where what you will see when you walk in. There's a couple of little plants there in front of the stairs, and a nice little sculpture there as well, I believe. Yes, picking it now. One thing that does sort of irritate me a little bit about The Sims 4 is that you have to unlock some of the items that are in build mode from getting to a certain level, or by getting to a certain level in certain careers. Like, there's chairs that you can't unlock for desks and that until you like a secret agent or a master criminal and stuff like that. Which, I mean, isn't really that bad, but I just wish, at least when you were building houses, not using your own money, but just in like Edit Town, or whatever they call it, Manage Town, or whatever they call it in The Sims 4, that you could just access all of them. It's kind of annoying, but meh. I am noticing some similarities, and I said this before. I'm noticing some similarities between The Sims 4 and the Nintendo DS version of The Sims 3, which is not a great comparison to make when it's a full-blown PC game. But yeah, I mean, the similarities are, there's no open world. That is the one thing about Sims 4 that I cannot forgive. That is the one thing that, if anything, is going to ruin the game for me. It's aggravating, and the fact that you can walk out the front of a house, but you still have to go to a loading screen to get to the house, that is ridiculous. And I mean, I think that's something they could probably patch at some point, because it's just stupid. Like, it's really, really stupid, and I don't like it at all. But I'm just going to shut myself up for a second. I was using these awesome counters here. Like, they are so cool. They're little curved end counters, and I use them to sort of curl around the wall, and they look so cool. I also use the extremely tall counters that you see there to just sort of frame the end of it. It's really cool. The kitchen options in The Sims 4 are just extensive. It's amazing. It's so much better than The Sims 3. I mean, Sims 3 had plenty of options, but you couldn't do the level of customization that you can in this, like with the counters and everything. It's just awesome. It's so awesome. So awesome. There's also range hoods, which is a massive benefit, and then you can say, hey, I'm going to put this stove in, and then I'm going to get one of those little counters and put it above so it fits in perfectly. It looks awesome! I was going to put another one of those counters there and sort of throw the microwave in the middle, pink microwave, just for lols, but I decided against that because I thought it closed off an otherwise really open-looking kitchen. I didn't want it to do that. I'm just throwing in the sinks now, obviously. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, Sims 4 and DS. Yeah, the similarities, there's no open world, that just aggravates me. Like, if The Sims 4 had an open world, and I hope with some sort of expansion pack or something down the line, they will patch that in, or put it in, because I need an open world. I was the biggest fan of the open world concept in The Sims 3. It made the game so awesome. You could just do anything, go anywhere, see anyone, anytime. It was just beautiful and was amazing, and they've taken that away. Why would you do that? EA, please. Maxis, please. Bring it back. I think we all want it back. It's just... And it's not something that I'll be able to get used to. I mean, I'm sure some people will be able to get used to it, but I'm not going to be able to. Like, because I'm going to still be playing The Sims 3, and going back to a game that was made 5 years ago that has an open world, and a game that came out 5 hours ago, well, not 5 hours ago, but you know what I mean, that doesn't have an open world, yeah, no, that's not good enough. I'm sorry, EA, it's not good enough. It is not. But I hope they'll bring it in. I also miss toddlers. I mean, I haven't used the babies yet or anything because I surprisingly actually haven't played the game all that much. Because I've been recording a lot, and then I have to go and render those videos. And then I've also been doing a lot of building, obviously. So actually getting into the game, I haven't had a lot of time, because when I render my videos, my computer is underpowered for rendering, and I need to do something about that. I just can't fathom spending the $1,000 that I want to get a 30% benefit. But I will do that at the end of the year at some point. But I just gave you a date and then gave you a vague date at the end of the year at some point. That's very conflicting. Anyway, but yeah, so it takes me like 45 minutes to an hour to render a video, and anybody who knows about anybody who knows anything about computers knows you can't render a video and play a game at the same time. It just don't work. All your threads are utilized, all your cores are utilized. It just doesn't work. I was also trying to resize this rug. I believe there is a resize button that you can just basically resize all the rugs and everything in the game. I don't know what it is though. I will have to find that, because a lot of the rugs are freaking colossal, and I don't want them to be that big, so it would be nice to be able to resize them at some point, but I guess we'll see, won't we? Also, some of the plants, I'm not sure if you can resize the plants, but if you could resize the plants to make them bigger, because some of the plants that I really like in there are too small, and you can't really use them on anything other than sitting on a desk or a counter or something like that, just as a little bit of a decorational... Is that a word? I still haven't looked up if that's a word. I'm just going to say decorative, because I know that's a word. That's probably the word, and decorational isn't. Decorative piece, because they're too small, so yeah. If you could upsize them, that'd be great, but I have no idea. Yeah, that is the living room and dining room. Obviously, you got 2 tables together for the dining room, so you can entertain plenty of peoples. There's a little study nook over there in the corner with some stuff down there, so your Sims can sit down and do whatever they want on the computer. Which is good. There's a little fish there, and I thought thought the fact that it was putting water on the floor was silly, so I put a plant under it to catch it, which is a bit of a novelty thing. Yeah, this is the bar, obviously, so you can get wasted in your own home. It's what everybody wants to do, I think. It's great. It's very good. I decided to go with a black bar just to match the counters in the kitchen, which is good, rather than having a big orange bar, because I thought there was a bit much or enough orange in the house already, so I just brought in with a couple of little pieces around the place. I think I put in like a plant or something and a lamp, something like that. And there's also a flat screen television, so there you go. And there's some orange counters, and obviously television in 5, 4, 3, 2, awesome. That's what you need in a bar. You can get drunk and watch footy. That's great. And when I say footy, I mean rugby league, by the way. Real football, not that stuff that you watch in the States, and not freaking rugby. It's horrible. There. Now that I've insulted everyone. Sports, let's move on. That little lamp there, the little handlebar lamp thing, it looks like something you could pick up and smash someone in the face with. That is the coolest lamp in the game ever. It's awesome. I love it, and I'm just going to use it all the time. I was going to put those little speakers in, but they're too small and look stupid, so I just put a wall-mounted one above the doorway, which is cool. I wasn't sure what to do with this area, so eventually I just got 1 seat in a plant or something, I think. Yep, there we go, 1 seat in a plant, and there you go. Done. The fact that there's no move objects on also aggravates me a bit, because I was used to, like, realistically, with the new pathing in The Sims 4, you could be able to, you would be able to put those things where you want them and not sort of get in the way of the Sims, but apparently it doesn't want you to, so woohoo. But yeah, that's something just that annoys me, I guess. I don't know what cheats are in there. Like, when people said, there's no cheats in The Sims 4, I assume no cheats. Motherlode's still there, I believe. Well, I do know, I used it to move the people into this house so I could take the screenshots. I also figured out how to take screenshots before, because when I was trying to take screenshots of the last one, I couldn't move any of the Sims into the house because I had no idea how to, but I figured it out, and then I did it. I created a new household, a lady with pink hair, and then I gave them lots of money and moved them into this house, got them out of the way, and then took some screenshots. So you get proper screenshots this time, and I apologize for the lack of screenshots, or just the crappy screenshots from last time. But yeah, never again. It will never happen again. Yeah, I'm using the same walling texture. Walling is not the correct term for that, but let's just roll with it. As down in the entrance area, because it's quite nice. I just wanted it to flow from room to room, because obviously you don't want a different texture on the floor below meeting the texture of the floor above, because it wouldn't flow. It looks silly. I don't like things that look silly. That's why I don't like Miley Cyrus. This is the master bedroom with the lights off center. I do fix that at some point, I hope. Because that's going to aggravate me. I don't have OCD, but I'm somewhat of a perfectionist. I mean, I can go without fixing things that are wrong very easily, but I just don't. I mean, I have no problem like just leaving stuff that's not right, but I prefer to if I can. If that makes any sense. Probably not. But yeah, you saw me skip through there because I went and had dinner. I had Thai food. It was delicious. It was red curry. Red curry is the best Thai. Just don't argue with me. It's the best. It is. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking about food and talk about the house. There's a lovely wooden flooring. I love some of the flooring in The Sims 4. It's absolutely beautiful. Although there aren't a massive amount of different flooring types, so I'm sort of worried that after everyone builds a few houses, everything's going to start looking the same. And that's something that you could change up with creator style, but you can't because there is no creator style in The Sims 4. There is to a certain degree, but it's a creator style that lets you choose from pre-existing styles, so you can't change them yourself. It's like, hey, there's this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Which one do you want? And that's basically all you get to choose from. Which I guess is better than just having the lounge as it is, but still. I much would have preferred creator style. Hopefully at some point they patch it in, because that is the sort of thing that they could patch in or include in an expansion pack. I mean, I'd prefer that they patch it because that's free. But knowing AA, they won't do that. So, yeah, we should out of luck in that respect. But this is the ensuite bathroom for the master bedroom. For some reason, when you'll see everything in, yeah, like that, it just sort of reminds me of Sesame Street. It really does remind me of Sesame Street. I don't know. It must be like the concrete bricks or something, and then the door. I don't know. It just reminds me of something you'd see in New York with Sesame Street. That's what it reminds me of. So there you go. That's the way my mind works apparently. Yeah, that is the ensuite bathroom. Pretty simple. You got your combined shower and bath there. And then now this is the master bathroom, which is much bigger and much nicer and much more flash, because it's a master not a master bathroom, the main bathroom, family bathroom. So there you go. It's a pretty nice bathroom. I was going to put the counters in, but I decided to go for the standalone sinks, those ones, and then darken them up a bit, because they look awesome. I love some of the new stuff in this. It's like in The Sims 3, there were cool things, but they just didn't look awesome. I mean, because it was made 5 years ago, so a lot of like design features that are out there and really cool now weren't included in the game. So the fact that it's now means you can put a lot of nice looking things in there, and I do appreciate that a lot. They've really gone all out with designing the objects. They have done an excellent job. The graphic style on The Sims 3 is also not Sims 3, Sims 4. I'm still used to saying that. I apologize, because multiple times throughout the lifespan of this game I am going to refer to it as The Sims 3, because that is still what I consider to be the best Sims game of all time. But the style in The Sims 4 is growing on me a lot. I really quite like it now. I especially like it for the objects and everything, although I am not sure how I like it for The Sims. I would like them to be a bit more detailed, but I mean, they still look quite nice, so it's something I'm willing to let slide. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said in my last build, I'm not like super duper fast on graphics or anything, but I do like the games I'm playing to look nice, and this does look nice just in general. It's a very nice setting as well. I've not played in Oasis Springs, I've only played in Willow Creek. Yes, I remember the names of the worlds now. 10 points for Gryffindor. But yeah, I've not played in the other one. I have gone and tried to build in the other one, just sort of messing around. It's a cool little place. It reminds me of I don't even know what it's called. It's like Sunset something or other. What was that one that was set in the desert? It was a Sims 3 store world, and it was set in the desert. I'd never played in it, but there was a world that was like that. Anyway, this is my favorite bedroom. Yeah, that's what it is. Bedroom in the house, because it looks great, essentially. It's got some really nice green touches, which I thoroughly appreciate. That's probably not the way to say it. But it's got lots of woods, and then it's got some nice modern furniture to contrast with that. And it's got greens on the wall. It looks very nice. Lots of green features around the place. It's sort of different from the rest of the house, you know. This is the bedroom that I would most like to live in, I think. Even though it does lack a bathroom, but still, yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. I do love that shade of green. It's a very nice sort of lime green. It looks really nice, and I love that they've color matched a lot of the options for the different objects throughout the world. So like it's all the same shade of green, so everything matches. I do appreciate that they've thought about that properly. And God, the camera was just going ridiculous there. Jesus. But yeah, I do appreciate little touches like that. It just makes things look much better. This is the little outdoor area in here. Not really that much special, but it's just a nice little place for your Sims to sit and watch the world go by. There's a big, tall glass fence, so your Sims aren't going to get blown away if there's wind or if there's freaking horizontal wind. Horizontal rain, I should say. Which is good. It's appreciated that you don't get your face blown off by gale force winds. It's always a plus, I guess. But moving into just the final part of the build here, this is the backyard. Not really a whole lot in the backyard, to be honest. It's just a little place to sit and a barbecue, and that's pretty much it. Bit of landscaping is done after this as well. In terms of trees, I've said before that I really love the landscaping in The Sims 4. I'm sticking by that. I absolutely love it. It's so much better than The Sims 3. Everything looks so nice, and I think that's partly due to the colours and the graphic style. The colours are something I love in this game, and I said that last time, but the fact that the graphic style is growing on me as well really helps that. But everything looks really pretty. The colours are lovely, as you can see. You can also actually use the style tool on some of the flowers and that, so you can change the colours of the flowers, which is really cool. You'll see me do that once or twice throughout this. So that's a really cool feature. Those flowers there, the ones on the left, you can change the colour of, and I believe I do change the colour of them. When I put them at the front, there's also a couple of little cool rocks that you can place around, which are very nice. I believe I changed the colour of them there. See, I'm changing the colour of them from the other color that was at the back to a more orangey and yellow color, and then just doing a little bit of stuff around the front before we cut into the screenshots of the finished house. So here's the front of the house. Looks very nice. I'm proud of how this house looks. It's very nice, very modern, very large. It looks like a very large, expansive mansion, and it is. It's not. Well, I guess I wouldn't call it a mansion, but it's just a very large family home. It's got lots of space and very luxurious feel to it. That is what you would see when you are walking up the front, and of course, walking into this little front pergola area. So you're sheltered with lots of light before you're greeted with this foyer at the front of the house. It looks very nice, very industrial. It's a nice way to walk into the start of the house with some nice modern furniture. And this is where the stairs are, with that cool little feature over there, little statue thingamajig, don't know what you'd call it. Here is the kitchen with those curved counters that I was talking about and that I love so much. Really proud of this kitchen. It looks so cool. I love it. I love orange, and the black contrasts nicely. So it looks very nice. This is probably my favorite kitchen that I've ever done, like I said before, which is nice. But moving over to the bar area now, there's the little speakers hovering above there. You can see a little glimpse of the counter as well, the wraparound counter. There's the flat screen television above the bar, which is always nice. The little plumb bob light that you get from the Sims 3 expansion packs that you had installed for the Sims 3. Here is the main dining area with your little study over there. Well, it's not really a study, I guess it's just a desk for your Sims to sit at, if they so wish. A wide shot, of course, of the living area. Here's a closer look at the television area with that nice big flat screen television in front of those lovely orange lounges, I should say. Here's the hallway on the second floor leading into the bedrooms and the main bathroom, of course, with a little study there. Well, it's not. I keep saying study, but it's not really a study. It's just a desk, essentially. Here's bedroom 1, or I'll probably consider this bedroom 3. I guess you could use this as a guest bedroom or just any bedroom, really. Just whatever you wanted to use it for. You could change it into a kid's bedroom if you wanted to. Plenty of space for that. Here's the master bedroom with lots of big space. Those mirrors on the wall over behind there. Your television, of course, so you can watch television in bed, because what's better than sports in beds? Absolutely nothing. Well, you can do other more fun stuff in beds, but let's leave that alone. Here's the ensuite bathroom, the Sesame Street bathroom, as I like to call it. I should call this house Sesame Street, actually. Let's not do that. Here's the master bathroom using the same flooring. Well, I think it's the walling texture on the floor. That bathtub is awesome, as is the shower, and those basins are very nice. It's a very nice large bathroom for everybody to use. Here is my favorite bedroom in the house with the green hints. It's unfortunate that you can't actually change the color of the ceiling yet, or maybe you can, but I just haven't figured it out, so it would have been nice to do that, but it's not something that we can do yet, or at least something that I haven't found. But nonetheless, this bedroom still looks very nice, of course, with the balcony outside to watch the world go by. But that just about does it from me, guys. I hope you have enjoyed my speed build of Orange Hot, and thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next video, and until then, as always, stay awesome.